Thank you, everyone. Welcome to my TED Talk. This year, I learned about CSD sports analytics. First, we're going to get to know a little bit about me. I have been studying sports analytics for 2 years now. The first year was my junior year in the form of a sports analytics independent study. In this, I looked at whether CSD had an advantage at home or if they were at a disadvantage at home. And it turned out they're at a disadvantage at home. We shot better on the road than at home. Isn't that crazy? I know. Brendan, isn't that crazy? Did you think that happened?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought we shot better on the road?
Why do you do this every time?
Hey. And me, as a person, I have played on the CSD varsity basketball team for 3 years now. And I've loved it. I've averaged like 4 points a game, pretty good. So this year I've moved up steadily from like the 12th man to like the 10th man to the 8th man every year. So improvement, right? Yep. And I will be attending UNC Chapel Hill next year studying business. Go Heels. So let's look at what we'll be talking about today. Thesis statement. Professional and collegiate basketball teams have been using data analytics to improve their chances of their team success. However, high schools everywhere have recently started to learn new statistics about themselves by using data analytics. But is it possible for the Community School of Davidson men's varsity basketball team to use statistics to learn and improve themselves?
I don't know, is it?
We're about to find out. So first, what is sports analytics?
Good question.
It is the management of structured historical data, the application of predictive analytic models that utilize the data, and the use of information systems to inform decision makers and enable them to help their organizations in gaining a competitive advantage on the field of play. So in short, basically sports analytics is using stats to help determine what certain individual players can do to improve their individual success, or team success, depending on whether you look at it from a team or a player perspective. So, yeah. And so now to give an example of what sports analytics is. This is Stephen Curry, and this is his 2016 shooting chart. And the areas in red are where he shot well from, and the areas in blue and orange are areas where he can improve from. So it's obvious to see that he shot well from the right wing and the left corner. So let's say Steve Kerr wanted to draw a play in the final 5 seconds of a game when the Warriors were down 2 points. Are they going to draw the play up so Steph Curry goes to the right corner?
No.
No. They're going to draw the play up so he's at the right wing or the top of the key to the game-winning shot. And that's sports analytics, y'all.
So why do you think he shot better or worse from one area than another?
Confidence. I don't know. Stat.
Here's a number.
I'm a number guy. Stat. And so this year I read a book called Basketball on Paper, and that's what taught me basically how to determine CSD's optimal lineup versus like and how to like rotate players in and stuff. And so Dean Oliver, let's get a little background on him. He is a former basketball player, assistant coach, and a collegiate scout. He has a PhD from the University of National Champions. He worked for the Nuggets, Supersonics, and Kings in a front office role. And he focuses in his book to highlight what a team needs to be successful. And the first thing a team needs to be successful is someone that can shoot the ball at a very high percentage. And that person on the CSC varsity basketball team, 2016-2017, was Joey Knox. Joey Knox shot the ball at 53% this year. And that is his adjusted field goal percentage. So that takes into account his free throws, 3-point percentage, and 2-point field goal percentage.
So that's all three?
All three into one. And that, and then right here, 48% is the team average. So you can see Joey Knox was well above that. And the thing with Joey is he shot a lot of shots compared to everyone else. And when he's shooting so much at a higher percentage than the rest of the team, it's good for the team because he's taking more shots. And it just shows you how good of a scorer Joey was because he led the team in adjusted field goal percentage in 2015, in 2016, and 2017. The next one is I would like to invite a little person up on stage with me, Brendan McCoy. Come here. Now, Brendan McCoy was on the CSC varsity basketball team. He was a starter. Good player, good player. Now, you know what Brendan did that nobody else did?
Got boards.
Specifically offensive rebounds. Brendan McCoy got 3 offensive rebounds a game. That's 3 extra possessions a game. That wasn't that impressive. Compared to this, the team average of, I think it was 0.7 offensive rebounds a game. So that means Brendan quadrupled the team average in offensive rebounds every single game. Now think about 3 offensive rebounds a game. That could be 2 points, that could be 6 points, that could be 9 points. But you know, Brendan, in Brendan's case, it would probably be like 2, because you know his field goal percentage wasn't there. But we love him anyway because he rebounded, and that was a key part of our team's success.
Role player.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thanks.
Tough guy.
Now, you also need somebody that can be successful at the free throw line, and being successful. You know the word. Successful at the free throw line. You not only need to be able to get to the free throw line often, but shoot very well at the free throw line. And Brandon Ellington shot well at the free throw line compared to the team. The team average was a mere 62%. Brandon Ellington shot 69% from the free throw line. Next slide. Now, when you're talking about free throws, you got to be able to get to the line often. Now, the team average for getting to the line was just over 1 time a game. Brandon got to the line almost 3.5 times a game. So he's not only getting to the line and making free throws, he's getting to the line and fouling the other team out. He's attacking, getting fouls to the other team, which could take their best player out of the game. 3.5 times a game, that's a good number. It's the number you want on your team. Now the big one is someone to make the team better. Smart basketball plays. And what I did is I calculated the assist to turnover ratio and the steal to turnover ratio. And so the person with a high assist to turnover ratio and a high steal to turnover ratio was Ryan Gamilla. Now the team average for assist to turnover ratio was just 1.5. Ryan was all the way up at 2.6. So not only is he not turning it over, he's making smart passes and he's being a team player. Now, steal to turnover ratio. Ryan had a 3.0 steal to turnover ratio compared to the 0.8 that the team had. So, you know, Ryan is not only assisting, he's stealing the ball, and he's passing, and we're getting layups. And that's a team player. And he's not specifically getting just steals or just assists. He's doing both. So, it's very impressive. Lastly, you need someone to make clutch shots. And do you know who that is?
Yes.
Just exit out of it. Instead of showing you, or instead of telling you, I'll show you. was that game? Raise your hand. Raise
Oh,
your hand. No,
I.
McLeod, what game was that?
Oh, that was Pine Lake Prep and CSD Varsity Basketball Collide.
John Stevert. Do
Yeah.
you know what quarter that was in?
Overtime, baby.
It was in double overtime,
Oh,
correct.
I see.
And now, and not only did Alex Mann make the clutch shot that won us that game, there were other games where he was clutch down the stretch. A game at Cherryville, he was 14 for 14 from the line. Isn't that impressive? And if he shot, we won that game by 3 points. If he shot his average of 71%, then we lose that game by 1 point because he shoots 10 for 14. So, I mean, he had ice in his veins. And he was clutch. And that's what you need. That's what you need to be a team player. So you need to be in the starting five. So in recap, we have Brendan McCoy as the best offensive rebounder this school's ever seen. Joey Knox is a scorer that we need, shoots at a high percentage, scores a lot of points. We have Brandon Ellington, able to get to the line, shoot a high percentage at the line, and get the other team in foul trouble. We have Ryan Gamilla, who's able to get a nice assist to turnover ratio and a nice steal to turnover ratio. So, you know, he's a team player. Hustle and heart, that's what it takes. And then lastly, we have Alex Van, the person who was able to make clutch shots at the right time to win us ample ball games. And now we got questions. That's all I got.
Do we have any stats on Ben McAfee?
Oh, absolutely. What would you like to know?
Field goal percentage.
Field goal percentage. Let's see. I was 40. I shot.
Wait, you're Ben McAfee?
I'm Ben McAfee.
Oh.
Yeah, for real. My adjusted field goal percentage was a mere 39%.
Nah, there it is.
Well below the team average. If you want to know the stat that I was closest into making the board on, it was the assist to turnover ratio. Ryan beat me by a mere, I think it was .17. I had a 2.49 and Ryan had a 2.64 assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's real
So it
mirror.
was close.
Real
It was
mirror.
close.
Mirror.
Mirror.
That's mirror.
It is a mirror. Yes, Matthew Clark.
Do you know who shot the best from 3-point percentage?
Yes, that was actually, no, it was not Kirk Ward. Actually, technically it was Conrad Christian who shot 100%.
No.
1 for 1.
Maybe.
But
with a minimum of like.
with a minimum of
20
like
attempts.
20 attempts, it was Brandon Ellington actually at 41%. Joey, I think, was at 39. And the people who shot the most were me, Kirk, and Brandon and Joey. And me and Kirk were right at 30%. Brandon was right at 41. I think Joey was at 38, maybe. Something around there. Yeah. Yes, Brandon, go
You
ahead.
said you were going to Chapel Hill for business, are you
Yes,
gonna do anything with like business analytics?
Dude, if I can, that's the goal.
So not just.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't even think it should be an if I can. I really think it should be yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a difference between if and
Thank you.
absolutely.
I appreciate that. man.
Those who think they can, can't. Those who think they can,
Thanks,
can't.
man. Well, that's all I got for y'all today.